Hey folks, and welcome back to Lonely Horde Guitars. Today is all about truss rods, but because it's a 12 string, we're also going to use carbon fiber. This jig, exactly the width of my router base. So if I center something in here and run the router down the middle, I cut a hole in the middle of the thing. I adjust these screw sides here to center in the middle of my track. Same thing at both ends. The router right now has a 1/4 inch spiral upcut bit. We're going to use that to run our main channel here. This is how far we need to go with our 1/4 inch bit. And then a little mark down here with the 5/16. I have used my depth adjustment to go down to level this block here. And then we're just going to use the truss rod itself to set the depth gauge. Make sure that is locked down really tight. Ask me how I know. And then I usually back it off just a hair. We'll sneak up on the depth as we get closer to the final cut. A couple things I wanted to point out before I do what'll probably be the final cut. I keep a scraper or any kind of straight edge that'll fit in here. This helps me figure out how much more do I need to take off. The second thing you'll notice is I always push from the base of the router. Push from the top, you're gonna lean, even the handles. All right, our truss rod channel is all done. We fit in there nicely. So now we want to figure out what we want to do with the carbon fiber. I want it to go into the heel, but not so far that it interferes with the neck joint. And then I usually go almost to where the nut is on the other end. Now I like to have 1/8 of an inch of material between the truss rod and the carbon fiber rods. What I've got here is just a little strip of wood that's just under 3/16. If I draw a line, the outside of that at both ends lining up against where our truss rod channel is, and then make that my center line, that should drop me about where I need to be. Our new center line is what we just marked out for the carbon fiber. Our router is gonna go from here to here. First carbon fiber rod is in. Adjusted ourselves to the center line on the other side, and we're gonna run the same thing. And that's the whole process. If this is the kind of content you like, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.